I am now pleased to introduce this year's valedictorian, Gabriel Bauer. Gabe is graduating with a 4.0 average and will receive an Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts today. Gabe recently was honored with a Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. Gabe will continue his studies in the Business Administration Bachelor program at University of Michigan. Please welcome the valedictorian for the class of 2023, Gabe Bauer.
Good evening. President Gonzatti, deans, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2023. I want to ask all of you a question. Has anyone ever made you feel incapable? I would like you to keep that situation and person in mind for the rest of my speech. I would like to start by reading my sophomore high school report card. English, 55. Biology, 55. Geometry, 55. Social studies, 55. And Spanish, 85. But, keep in mind, I'm fluent. You may ask, why did you get so many 55s? Well, actually, you may not know this, but when you fail a class so badly in high school, they actually round up your grade to a 55 to not completely ruin your GPA. Since I was young, teachers and classmates seemed to make me feel incapable. They often dismissed my questions as stupid, and my undiagnosed ADHD was brushed off as proof that I could not excel in school. After my awful report card, my parents finally realized it was time to evaluate me for a learning disability. To no one's surprise, I was diagnosed with ADHD. However, this diagnosis drove me to find new ways to overcome my learning disability. I was determined to overcome my so-called disability and turn it into my superpower. It drove me to think about, what is my purpose? And what is everyone's purpose? I discovered an answer to this question through my trips to Colombia. I began to volunteer for a foundation called Fundación 33 Sueños. This foundation focuses on helping kids in the destitute town of Casuca, the most dangerous town in Colombia, where the poverty rate is 100%. During the visit, I met two little girls who lived in a rundown shed with 8 other siblings. When I naively commented on how gaunt and unrecognizable their pet was, a worker from the foundation answered, "These people can't feed themselves. How are they supposed to feed their cat?" This experience opened my eyes to the lack of resources available to these kids. When it came time to leave Casuca, one of the girls I met called out, "Thank you for being my friend." It was a thank you I felt very undeserving to receive. It was time to take off the label of incapable and show that I could do something significant, because there was a whole community out there where I could and needed to make a difference. After parting ways with that little girl, I was reminded of a line from the film, Finding Nemo, that encapsulated the people I met in Casuca. When life gets you down, you know what you gotta do? Just keep swimming. Graduating class of 2023, I hope that you kept the thought of the time you were also made to feel incapable, whether it was struggling with a learning disability, anxiety, depression, or simply just struggling through balancing work, school, and family obligations. I want to encourage all of you to cast out this label and instead find your superpower within. Did you know Albert Einstein struggled with ADHD? How about Martin Luther King Jr.? Did you know he struggled with depression? Yet their disabilities did not dictate their destinies. I know we are all destined to make a difference, despite our various goals. To the graduates in communications, you will be the voice advocating for a better tomorrow. To the graduates in nursing, you're needed now more than ever as we recover from a pandemic. To the graduates in liberal arts, we're coming out as well-rounded students who will be able to use our diversified backgrounds to explore different academic and professional opportunities. Regardless of our major, we're responsible for being a force for good in this world. And with our degree, we will now be one step closer. The faculty at NCC has nurtured all of us in some way, and I'm sure we can all think of one professor or advisor to thank. Personally, I would like to thank all my professors at Nassau who gave me the opportunity to succeed in areas I never thought possible and provided an environment where I felt heard. Before I leave you all, I would like to say thank you to my mom, my dad, and my 8th grade math teacher, Mr. Harth, who have always believed in me and encouraged me to be my best self. I would like to close with a quote by Michael Jordan that we can all hang on to when any obstacle gets thrown our way during our journey to greatness. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2023.
Unfortunately, he could not be here in person, but United